like that. Honestly, I had no idea what I was doing. Literally, I discovered that 10 minutes videos like a year ago.
Hi.
Remember the reply girls, you know? They were so fucking popular. They got so many views because the algorithm promoted their videos in the sidebar all the time. But it's not like anyone is still watching them. Like, oh, I wonder what what this boob girl is saying now about this, you know? What I'm getting with this is you need personality. People will find your video, but they're not gonna stay unless they care about you as a person. I think YouTube is all about personality. At least that's how I see it. And anyone I watch on YouTube, I watch because I care about their personality. I care about them more than just their content, but also who they are as a person. And that's why I enjoy watching them. And that's why I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy it because it's different than television. You're not just watching this product behind a bunch of producers and writers. You're watching just a person speak directly into a camera, and I think that's the beauty of it. I also think that's why so many YouTubers come and go. They forget about this part, and that's fine. You know, it's not like everything has to be super personal and everything has to be so up.
Oh, I love you guys so much. You're my family.
YouTube is a hobby and a job at the same time, which can be really hard to balance. I think a lot of people don't realize this, but you get to set your own hours. You get to set your own pace. But it basically means you'll be working 24/7. Like, it's really hard to turn off YouTube in your brain. I'm always checking videos. How are they doing? I'm always checking stats. I'm always checking comments. What are people saying? What are people thinking? And it's really hard to turn off. It's not like a 9-to-5 job. You go in, you do your job. Okay, now I'm done. Oof, I can relax. I really struggle a lot with this and just trying to shut my brain off and okay, now I'm doing this, now I'm doing that. And that's why I really enjoy having an office, because I can do my work here, and then once I'm back home, I can just relax. I guess my advice here is to try and separate it. I treat YouTube with a lot of respect because I feel so lucky to be in the situation that I am. I think a lot of YouTubers take YouTube very casually. I'll just upload a video. I need some money, I'll upload a video. Maybe I'm a little naive for saying that, but I always get the question, what happens if you miss a day, Felix? What's the big deal? Who's gonna care? It's okay, you don't have to upload all the time. But it's like I set the schedule for me. I know I can do it. It is my job to do it still. I have to do it, okay? I see YouTube as a... It's not gonna last forever, but I might as well make the most of it. Meanwhile, every YouTuber has a lifespan. Market yourself. Most YouTubers that you are watching got a helping hand to get where they are. Maybe they don't admit it. Maybe I'm just wrong. Most YouTubers had some helping hand. Maybe their videos were posted on a website, you know, that thought, okay, this is a cool video. Maybe you got trending on Reddit, you know. Maybe your family member was a YouTuber, or maybe a friend of you of that person was a YouTuber and they helped them. Getting that helping hand on YouTube, it's not essential, but it makes YouTube easy mode pretty much. The hardest part of YouTube is to establish your very first audience. If you can get that for free from someone else, hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's the best. But I see a lot of misunderstanding of this as well, because for example, I did the shoutout competition in the past, and for example, Jack was one of them, Ken was one of them, and a lot of people look at them and be like, oh, you got a shoutout from PewDiePie. Oh, that's so bullshit. If I had one, I would be big. Fuck you. No, that's not how it works. A shoutout can only get you so far. It gets you that base audience maybe. But they're not going to stay unless you're worthwhile staying to. They're not going to care about watching any more videos unless you upload videos that people care about. You don't need a shout out, and a shout out isn't necessarily going to help you unless your content is interesting. That's just how it is. You see people all the time in my comment section marketing their own YouTube channel. I find it very disrespectful to do that. It annoys the hell out of me because it's basically just ignoring what I worked on and basically just saying, hey, look at me. I do think you should market yourself somehow if you really care about growing your channel. Now, I don't know what the best method is, but everyone has a secret, I'm sure, of how they try to get their channel out there. Maybe something they're ashamed of that they wouldn't admit. I think most YouTubers have it. I, for example, used to find commenters on videos similar to mine, and I would write a private message to them being like, hey, I see that you enjoyed this channel, maybe you will enjoy mine. I know, extremely embarrassing, extremely pathetic, but I used to do it. At least it's not intrusive on someone else's work, okay? So I recommend marketing yourself somehow. I just don't and it's nothing shameful about doing it, but don't be fucking obnoxious and disrespectful doing it. That's my point with that. Next up is don't fucking trust anyone. Growing my channel on YouTube, I've come across so many toxic people that just want your audience, your subscribers. They don't give a shit about you. They'll lie to you. They'll try and manipulate you. I think one of my best skills as a human being is to cut out toxic people. I have very little tolerance for people in general, and if I find them to be abusive or disrespectful, I have no problem with cutting out these people in my life. I know some people really struggle with this, and I think as a YouTuber, you're just really gonna have to be cut and dry with people. It's just how it is. Networks. You may have heard of networks a lot. I'm technically signed up with a network still, but I'm not planning to stay with a network. YouTube wouldn't sign with gaming channels. You could not monetize your videos if you were a gaming channel back in the day. It was the worst thing I think that could possibly happen to the gaming community on YouTube, because essentially networks got so much power because we were obligated to sign with them. So basically, as a gamer, you would get these insanely bad deals with networks where they would give you half of your revenue and give you essentially nothing back. Networks still take a huge portion of your revenue if you're a small YouTuber. I still get a lot of people asking me, hey, I'm a YouTuber, should I sign up to a network? I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Or do they increase my CPM, blah, blah, blah. Most likely, they don't. From my experience, they don't sell ads on your videos. Think about most network, they have like what, thousands of channels in them. Why would they care about your channel? You know, how are they going to focus on all these channels? It just doesn't make any sense. I would not recommend signing with a network if I was a smaller YouTuber these days. That being said, networks definitely help me to a certain degree. But I think as a smaller channel, it's completely useless. They're just gonna take a portion of your revenue and give you nothing back. You're not obligated to sign with a network anymore, so I would recommend against if you're a smaller channel. Which brings me to my next point: get a lawyer. Don't sign anything without professional overlooking what you're doing. I signed contracts that led me into month-long processes of trying to get out of those contracts. It's a lot cheaper to have a lawyer look over the contract and knowing exactly what you're getting yourself into than afterwards get a lawyer to try and get you out of this situation. Get a lawyer and get an accountant if you're making money off YouTube, and do it early. I think setting those two things up earlier is better than later. I realize this is a lot of information, but I think I saw this as a sort of me talking to myself in the past, and the sort of stuff that I learned through this years of making videos on YouTube. And I try to keep it as actual advice and constructive as possible. But I would like to finish with make YouTube with the right intention. I see so many people wanting to make YouTube videos because they want to get famous. They want to make money, which is all great stuff. And YouTube really is an amazing place for that. But make YouTube videos because you enjoy making them. If you don't enjoy making them, you're not gonna keep making them. You're just gonna fall off at some point, and you're gonna get frustrated that it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to be. If you make videos that you enjoy making it, then you can't lose. It doesn't matter if you don't get a lot of subscribers. Like, I was equally happy when I had a couple hundred subscribers. I thought that was equally fun just to have some people watching them. If you make videos that you enjoy making, other people will enjoy watching them. I really, really strongly believe in that. So if you're not enjoying making videos, then don't make videos. I hope this was helpful. I'm not sure, to be honest, if it was. But I hope it was interesting at least. I don't know. Here you go. I did the video finally. Leave a like, my sister fisters, and stay fistering. Lesson 1. Clickbaity titles. Got you, didn't I? Smash like. When people ask what I do for a living, older people basically, and I say I do YouTube, I'm always met with, oh, that must be amazing. You must earn a lot of money, or yeah, it must be so cool to have an audience that love you. And yes, of course. But
he's gonna complain about YouTube again. Here it goes.
There's a side to YouTube that I think a lot of time isn't addressed, or at least in a way that is understandable for someone that doesn't make videos, or for someone that doesn't really get YouTube. Because the only thing people see is really the fame and the money, and that's all that matters. But we've started to see more and more YouTubers and streamers and online entertainers come out and make videos saying, oh, I'm feeling really down, or I'm actually going through a depression, or maybe just completely manic. If fame and money means that you have to be happy and you can't complain about anything, are all these people just lying? Michael, Vsauce here. Let's investigate. I'm sure there's gonna be some people that don't agree with me on this, and I don't think this applies to everyone. It's not some rule or whatever. But it's very easy to be a YouTuber, or a new upcoming YouTuber. If you watch YouTube, I'm sure you can relate to stumbling upon someone's channel for the first time. You binge watch all their videos, you just want more and more and more, and you watch all their videos that they produce, and then after a while, you get kind of tired of it, and what was once very engaging and captivating suddenly doesn't seem as interesting anymore. I think this applies to literally anything except my channel. But this is the reason why some YouTubers or some channels can rise so quickly and still go down equally fast. A tired example of this, I know Leafy is here, for example. Maybe people don't want to give him this credit, but he really pioneered the commentary genre on YouTube, at least in a way that people hadn't seen before, at least introduced it to a lot of people. But once it was all revealed, it was clear that there wasn't really much depth to his content, or his chin for that matter. Smash like. And all of a sudden, this channel that was exploding, people didn't care anymore, and it just disappeared. I think every YouTuber that is recognizable has gone through this phase of the boom of their channel. Mine occurred, I think, in 2015 or maybe before, I don't know. I do remember that when my channel really blew up for the first time, it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life, because it was all positive. I didn't have any haters at the time. It was just me and my audience sharing this journey, and it was just incredible. I felt unstoppable. I was getting all these numbers, and it was just, I didn't get it. Like, how is it even possible? But what comes up must go down. And if you watch literally any other YouTuber that has been the biggest YouTuber on this platform, my future doesn't look very good. Let's say you're a YouTuber. Let's say you've gone through this big YouTuber boom, and you finally got what you wanted. You finally got recognized, you finally got an audience, you finally got a lot of money, all these things that you always wanted. But then people are already watching your channel, and they're starting to lose interest, which is inevitable for everyone on that makes videos. And suddenly the statistic that was bragging rights, they're not as impressive anymore. If anything, it might be better off if people didn't see the statistics, but they're all there. The views are all there. Everyone knows if your channel is doing good or bad, and once your fans start noticing that your channel isn't doing as well as it used to be, they're quick to point out why. You know, it's not because I got tired of your content, it's because of you. You've changed, man. It's easy to shift blame on others, so this is only natural. But this, of course, leads to less appeal to your content. People are noticing, less people are watching, which spirals downwards, that people lose even more interest because they notice other people aren't interested, and then you feel down thinking, what am I doing wrong? I'm making the same content I've always made. I don't understand.
You don't understand.
But despite feeling down, you still have to maintain this facade that everything is fine, everything is great. People are drawn to this persona where you're energetic and hyper, like all the YouTube videos are, because that's what people like to watch. No one likes someone mope away being negative on camera. So you feel bad about your content, you feel bad about yourself, and you realize, wait a minute, I'm not in such a good place as I thought I would be. I'm told that getting money and fame is the end goal to all things. That's how you get happy. That's what everyone wants. People would literally kill to be in my position. So what's wrong with me? Why am I not as happy as I should be? Which makes you question yourself even more and make you feel even worse for not being as happy as you think you should be. And you ask yourself, was I Was I even happier before I started all this? Was it even worth it? But hey, you just gotta work a little harder. You gotta suck it up and get on that grind. You just gotta keep making videos. YouTube is all about quantity. If you keep uploading, people will keep watching. But now you have to work twice as hard to get people engaged. What before was so easy, when people watch you for the first time, they'll watch another video. Now you have to try a little harder to get people interested, or twice as hard. And you realize you can't take a break, because if you take a break, your numbers will fall. And if your numbers go down, people notice that you're failing and not doing as well. Or maybe they'll forget about you, or maybe they just won't care if you come back. And YouTube Analytics doesn't tell if you have to go on a break, and YouTube Analytics doesn't say if you go on a vacation. So you have to keep making videos, and you're stuck at constantly producing content. Because you have to keep the numbers up, because if you don't, then your numbers will go down, and if your numbers going down, that means you're failing, and it will just keep on going that way. What if my friends notice that my channel is doing poorly? Are my friends even friends with me because they like me, or because I have a lot of subscribers? You notice a lot of people online have the same amount of views and subscribers as their friends. I don't think this is a coincidence. A lot of people collaborate on YouTube, and they build each other up and get viewers from each other. But that only lasts as long. That also has a lifeline on it. So to maintain what you had, the numbers that you gotta compromise on a few things. Just a few things. It's fine. Maybe I'll drop the facade, you know? Maybe you can drop the facade. Maybe you'll express honestly to your audience that, you know, I feel really bad about my channel not doing as well. Maybe you can cry on camera. People love that. That will definitely get even more views. That would be great for the channel. Maybe I can share more personal stuff in my life. People like that. It's not really what I want to do, but no one seems to complain, and it gets me what I want. So maybe I can share my relationship, or maybe I can share my breakup. Maybe I can share my personal fight with friends, or anything really. People like to know, so there's nothing wrong with this, right? If any values that you previously kept get thrown out the window as a desperate attempt to keep getting views. Maybe some friendship fades. You start asking yourself, well, why were we friends to the beginning? Am I even likable as a person? Well, of course I am. I'm a YouTuber. Maybe getting a few hundred subscribers make you feel terrible when it used to make you feel so good about getting it. But because you used to get so much more, it means nothing anymore. And just the numbers at this point have just completely taken over your life. But maybe, thanks to all the expensive items you got, the car, the house, you can show off that lifestyle. That's really popular on YouTube. Kids love that. And it doesn't matter who watches my content. As long as I get more numbers, who cares? Kids love to see what a great lifestyle a YouTuber has, how rich they are, what girlfriend they have, what house they have, what cars they have. They want to know what it's like to be famous. They want to know what it's like to have money. And you're just selling the same lie, that getting all these things are somehow gonna make you happy, when it's just a lie. This story is a mixture of other YouTubers that I've seen, other streamers that I followed, and other online people in general, and my own experience as well of what it's like to go from that boom to maybe people don't really care. And this isn't even acknowledging the people that don't make it, the people that put their heart and soul into making YouTube videos, grinding harder than anyone just to get the feeling and taste of what that's like, you know? So if it's bad for a lot of big YouTubers, just imagine what it's like for the small YouTubers that don't make it. I almost think YouTube in a way is an addiction. You get all these numbers that make you feel good, but as soon as they go down, which they will, people just don't know how to handle it. They either get really sad or they could just go crazy. And we really started to see this more and more. People making desperate attempt to maintain an audience, doing crazy things, just anything, just to get more fans, just to stay the way they are. So my tip for anyone that wants to start making YouTube videos is the same boring reply that I always gave, which is do it because you enjoy making it. Because if you enjoy making them, people will enjoy watching them. And if people don't watch them, then you're at least having fun making them, so you can't lose anyway. In my 100 subscriber special video that I made 8 years ago, I said this.
Like, what's the next thing? Do you want to be on cinema? Do you want to be famous? Okay, I guess it's a little early to talk about those kind of stuff, but I just want to address this and say that no, I don't want to be famous.
And I really meant it. YouTube has brought me more things than I could ever imagine. So much joy and so many experiences that I never thought I would have. And for that, I really, really am truly grateful. But it's definitely been some of the worst parts of my life as well. But it's a great learning experience. You may not believe me when I say this, but I truly am so grateful to say honestly that I still really enjoy making videos, even 8 years after doing it. So thank you for watching. And have fun with it. Bye.
How's it going, Preps? My name is Pewds, and let's find out why my channel is dying. Google Trends, everyone. A wonderful tool that seems underutilized. Have you ever looked on Google Trends? Has anyone ever done this video before? Am I the first one? Oh my god, did I just have an original idea? That's awesome. A few days ago, me and Jack did a video where we looked a little bit into Google Trends, but I want to really dig deeper. I want to truly understand why everyone else is doing so goddamn good and not me. So let's find out. Cool. Maybe my channel's dying because I can't write it. PewDiePie. Oh my god. Well, it looks like I'm not the only one with this problem. PewDiePie. Who the hell is PewDiePie? Norwegian YouTuber PewDiePie. He's my favorite. He's so funny. He's so good. All right, let's just go into this. So here we get an interest over time graph. Pretty interesting, I would say. You know, it's there. You don't really get the full picture unless you hit the whole graph. So let's start up here. In 2012, this is when I guess I started becoming more popular. I'm not exactly sure what date represent what, but I hit my peak at 2014. What happened in 2014? I need to understand. So someone made a playlist. I guess I played games in 2014. No controversy, no nothing. Huh. I'm actually in the same room. Nothing's changed. 5 years. Jesus Christ. When did I become the biggest channel? In 2013. Damn, it's been a long time. It's 2013, and then I peaked in 2014, and then it all just went down. I think it's interesting to note, at least for me, because anyone that came before me, almost every single channel that has been before me has just disappeared. Okay, everyone that's been bigger than me, they're all gone. Because of this fact, I've always just looked at YouTube like it could end at any day. Like I should just be ready to pack my bags at any day. I actually, oh wait, let me see if I can find that. Sorry, this video is just gonna be one giant tangent. So I think in 2012 I did a presentation. Do not Google it, for the love of God. But I found the pictures. And I talked about, you know, doing Let's Plays as a job. People didn't really know anything about it at the time. Look here, I'm showing off my stats, being like, hey guys, it's going pretty well. There was one information that I was really interested by. Sick of boring Let's Plays? I am your salvator. I found the presentation. Where is it? Beautiful faces of horror. Okay. So how did I get to where I am? Full-time job, 2 videos every day, do something different, live myself into the game a lot. So what happens in the future? I thought it was interesting how I kind of questioned if it was something stable or not with laws and regulations and copyright. I thought these things would hit quicker. I was so unsure whether it would even be allowed to monetize gameplay on YouTube. I think it's one of those things where people really fought for and to try and convince companies as well that it's benefiting for them. Like these big publishers like EA, Bethesda, whatever, they benefit from people playing their game, and them understanding that has really had a huge impact on YouTube and gaming. I can easily see it going another way, where gaming would just not be allowed on YouTube. And that's always been in the back of my head. You know, and now, in the future, 2019, nothing's really changed. It's Article 13, all this stuff's happening. I think this is where Wall Street Journal happened. I think it happened in February. Because it was literally on Valentine's Day. It was here. So this is the Wall Street Journal. And then, just been kind of stable for a long time, and then Jesus Christ T-Series. But my favorite part of this graph is when I go, hey guys, let's end the subscribe PewDiePie meme, like we shouldn't do this anymore. Okay. Skydive graph. You know, this is the kind of reports you want to see. A full-on economic crash. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait to hit 100 million subscribers in a couple of years. No one cares, Felix. Fine. You know what? This is just America. What if, like, in Afghanistan, I'm actually popular? 0. What about Chad? What about Chad? God damn it, Chad. So, according to this state of America, I am most popular in the state of Lova. What the frick is that? What the dumb name of a state? Lova? What do you loathe so much? Which country am I most popular in? Sweden! Yeah! Thank you, Sweden. Very cool. Too bad you're such a tiny, insignificant country. Come on. Imagine if I was the biggest one in India. Oh my god. This is so sad. I am so oppressed. If I was born in any other country, everything would be different. Norway, come on. What is this? Despite years of abuse, Norwegian bros are still here. Thank you guys. Very good. New Zealand, Australia, Estonia. What? What is this? Philippines is my second biggest country. Damn, Filipinian bros. Thank you. Okay, so what are the most search-related terms for PewDiePie? PewDiePie, Swedish YouTuber. I don't understand why people make it all about me being Swedish. I never make my channel about being Swedish. Of course, T-Series, number 2. So this is what most people have searched in related to me. I think that's what it is. And then the third most related is my net worth. Sorry, Marcia, you're not as important. Marcia comes fourth. My net worth, PewDiePie net worth. So basically what this means is that most people that search PewDiePie net worth. So really, in reality, what I should do is I should title this video PewDiePie net worth, and that will inevitably give me a lot of views based on search terms. According to this, my net worth is $20 million.
It's more. I am sorry, but it's a bit more than that, Google.
I don't know exactly how net worth is measured, but if it's based on how much money on my bank account, then I'm sorry. You're coming a little short there, buddy. Oh, god damn it, it turns out I've already done the net. I've already done the net worth meme. Marcia Bisognin, Italian internet personality. Let's look at how Marcia is doing. Oh, projection that it might go up. Well, that's good. Connecticut. Okay. Happy Wheels video game, guys. Happy Wheels video game. I can't believe that's the